You are sensitive to those things. And women more so many times. They are seers and visionaries, etc. You are sensitive to those things. And so as we go along here with the new you, we actually create like a protection for ourselves so that we're not sensitive to all these things. I don't want to see a bunch of creatures and whatever. You know, if I want to, yeah, I can if I put my attention there, but I don't want to. I just want to present. And it's all about awareness. So again, some people are sensitive to it. And yes, these other individuals, creatures, or whatever you want to call them, other body types, really, yeah, they want help. And what does that tell you? They are like in the astral world, we'll just say somewhere, and they don't know where they are. And all they can relate to is why are they asking someone in the physical? Because again, they're thinking that the physical is real, and that's okay. So again, they're coming to the individual asking for help, which is understandable. And yeah, the best thing you can do is start them off with the new you and introduce them to Rebazar and the real guides. Yes, just very simple. And I have talked to many psychics in my life, and always the first thing I do is bring a picture or introduce them to Rebazar and ask them, do you see him? And they do. They usually do. They say, yeah, but they don't recognize him. See, but through the introduction, they can. I've known one of the best psychics around. Her name was Kay Gallagher. Knew her for many, many years. And the real guides would come to her. She even saw Paul Twitchell, and in the physical, he appeared to her. He said, hi, I'm Paul Twitchell. And then Kay called me one day and said, wow, do you know, guess what? Paul appeared to me. I said, okay, great. But she still did not recognize them. She just thought they were a bunch of nice guys. And she was very psychic, very, very good, but she liked the personal realm, people's personal situations and love affairs and whatever. That was her focus. So she couldn't see beyond that. And Paul talked about psychics too. So again, many of us are sensitive to these things. Now, if you want to stay sensitive and if you're interested in that, fine. But lots of times you get trapped there. And we've seen it before. A long time ago, before you came, there was a gal named Sorrow. She was a friend of Ava's. And she was very good, seer. But she got trapped by her visions also, etc. So again, the best thing to do is present the real guides and let them start to take over. Yeah. Keep it simple. Keep it very simple. And if they want more information, give them some information, whatever you see, one of the books, something I've written or whatever, one of the experiences that we've gone through, etc. Give them something as a reference here. But remember, if they're in the other worlds, if they're in the astral realm there, then the best is to introduce them to Rebazar and even show them a picture, of Rebazar. Yeah, because they're already there and they will meet Rebazar right away. It's that recognition. See, we recognize the guidance now, don't we? We recognize the difference between Harold, Joni, Darwin, etc., the gurus of the world, the Dalai Lama, the Pope, and all the others. We recognize the difference between Rebazar and them, don't we? Yes. It's that recognition. Yes. So our fun task, our fun challenge is to go out and introduce everyone to Rebazar. That's why I make up these pictures. And now Rebazar is Mexican. What does it matter? You know, Tibetan, whatever. That's all a bunch of foo-foo. Rebazar is now Mexican. He'll show you on the real side. He's playing a guitar. He has a sombrero. He's Mexican. See, they played those roles before. Paul created the Ekmaster idea. That was the role that was played before. Now they're playing new roles, okay? They're universal guides. They did that, and you see the difference. Now Harry's got the idea of, oh, they're Ekmasters. Well, they're not playing that role anymore. They're playing a new role because it's a new now and life is new. It's not old and decaying. So again, and I'm going to be promoting Rebazar down here huge as a Mexican. So what? All that matters is that people start to recognize him on the real side. That's all that matters. That's how they free themselves. But again, when people say, well, we want to be free, well, you can explain that, but it's a lot of foo-foo. It's a lot of la-la land foo-foo. There's no such thing. All life is awareness. You can tell people when they say, oh, I want freedom, I want this, just tell them all life's awareness, and you decide, but it's awareness. It's not about freedom. See, those were things that were used before as hooks. Like when you're going to fish, you put a worm on the hook. Those were the worms. Oh, real freedom. Rebazar would say in Paul's books, the big three are wisdom, power, and freedom. Okay, first of all, wisdom equals nothing. Power, that's duh. That's just agitation, energy, and cause and effect creation. It was not defined. And freedom, no such thing. So again, that's the old stuff. It's all nothing. It already is. And just like experience where they're building the road and the bridge, it's all being done. Yeah, it's the new way. It's a new wave. So we don't need the old stuff. And remember that experience last year where that one person that was an Eckankar had all those shelves in their room of Paul's books, and all the books of the whole shelf fell on them. You see? Because again, don't let it fall on you because it'll bury you because it's all nothing. He was shown in the experience it's all nothing. But people with literal minds, they don't get it. They're still stuck in the past. Make believe past, because there's no such thing as the past. There's no such thing as past, present, and future. The present that you're seeing out there in the outside world, that's all made up. You are awareness. You are awareness. There is a difference. Learn to see it. Okay? Next 1,000 years. For the next 1,000 years, you have something to do. Oh, you have things to do, right? So again, 1,000 years, that's too long. You have things to do, right? You're too busy. You have things to do. It's like, oh, I don't have 1,000 years. I'm too busy.